anyone can make 10K per month. Let me break down exactly why. So, you might be like, okay, how? Like, how physically do I make 10K per month? You know, first of all, you need to work out the numbers. How much is 10K per month? Well, 10K per month is 2.5K per week, right? And if you really break it down, it's $333 or pounds per day. So you're telling me you can't make £333? You still might be like, no way. Okay, so let me break it down for you. Let me give you an example and genuinely just close your eyes and think about this because it'll change your life. Let's pretend that one of your loved ones, it could be your mum, it could be your dad, it could be your brother or sister, whoever, is held at gunpoint, right? And me or whoever is holding them at gunpoint says to you personally that if you don't make 10K in the next 30 days, they're going to be shot. But the easiest example is your mum, because that's like someone you really, really care about. Well, actually, no, you care about your dad as well, obviously, but it's just I think it's a more generalized one. Anyway, so your mum's held at gunpoint. Now, if you don't have a mum, sorry, but we're going to use that as an example. Your mum's held at gunpoint, right? And they say, if you don't make 10K in the next 30 days, your mum's literally going to die. Imagine how tenacious you'd move. Like, imagine how much speed you'd act with. Like, genuinely ask yourself this. If your mum was held at gunpoint, would you watch Instagram Reels? Like, if your mum was being held at gunpoint and you knew that if you don't make 10K in the next 30 days, she's literally going to be killed, would you waste time on Instagram Reels? Would you watch porn? Would you play video games? Would you watch TikTok? Would you watch this YouTube video? Would you be doing random tasks? No! You'd be stressing your ass out and you'd be working as hard as possible. And if you ask yourself this, let me ask you this as well. Do you think you'd make 10K in 30 days if your mum was held at gunpoint? Genuinely, yes or no? If you say no, you are an absolute idiot. Like, you just don't understand, like, either you don't have a mum or you just don't care about your mum, or you're just like completely stupid and you have no idea of how life works. When you're placed in a situation where you have no other option but to succeed, you will succeed. I'll say that one more time. When you're placed in a situation where you have no other physical option apart from succeeding, you are guaranteed success. So what's the lesson? The lesson is, well, number one, act as if your mum was at gunpoint. And number two, actually, this is another thing I'm gonna sidetrack real quick and talk about this before I forget about it, is that I want to ask you, hold on, let me mute this. I want to ask you this. If you were spending every second or let's not say every second, but every minute of your day productively as possible, even if you have school or something, I'm not saying you drop out. I'm just saying the time that you're not at school, you work hard, you wake up early, you wake up at the right time, you work really, really hard, you don't waste a single minute of a day. If you spend every single minute of a day, would you make £333 per day within 30 days? Yes or no? Yes, obviously. Because let me ask you this, right? If you said no, let me ask you this, okay? Let me ask you this. If you, who spent every minute of the day productively, didn't make 10K per month within 30 days, who could? Who would? No one. Because if you can't do it and you're being productive every minute of the day, then no one else can. But the truth is, if you look, you can see billionaires. You can in fact see families worth trillions of dollars. And you're telling me you can't make 10K per month if you just work hard and you just fully lock in and you don't waste a minute a day. Like, do you genuinely, like, are you stupid? Of course you will. So that just proves to you that the only reason why you're not at 10K per month is just because you're not trying hard enough and you don't have enough of a desire. You don't have enough of a need. You don't have what's his name? I think it was Nietzsche. What's his name? I have his book. It's embarrassing. What's his name? Friedrich Nietzsche or something. Can't remember exactly how to say his name. He's a German, like, philosopher guy. He said, was it him? I think it was him. He said that a man who has a big enough why can bear almost any how. Or a man who has a strong enough why can bear almost any how. Okay? Which means if you have enough reason for doing something, it doesn't matter how to do it. You will do it. Because you have to. So try and make yourself so uncomfortable where you have to succeed. Try and make it weird for you not to succeed. Like, okay, and think about that, right? And here's a second quote, which is going to lead into what I was about to say, which is that Abraham Lincoln said, right, famously, that if he had 6 hours to chop down a tree, he'd spend the first 4 sharpening his axe. So how does this mean? Like, what is the lesson in this? The lesson in this is make it impossible for you not to hit 10K per month. Which means, as I said, if you are spending every minute of a day productively, there is no physical way on this planet that you would not make at least 10K per month. There is no way. Because the truth is, if you didn't, no one would. But as we can see, there are billionaires, there are millionaires, there are young people making tons of money, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands every single month. So why can't you make 10? Why can't you make $10,000? Right, and you might say, oh yeah, but I've got school. So did they. A lot of these people had school as well. A lot of these people had college as well. And there really is no excuse. So the lesson of the second part is, which was about Abraham Lincoln, is that you need to understand that once you change your mind from I want to achieve a goal to I want to become a character, that's when you achieve the goal. Once you kind of change your mind from, oh, I want to make 10K per month to I want to be the sort of person who can make 10 per month, and you achieve and you become that character, that is when the goal comes as a byproduct. The goal and the destination is just a byproduct. If you become the person, you will achieve the goal. It's guaranteed, it's physics. This is not philosophy, this is physics. Right, as Einstein said, and I'm not sure exactly how to quote it because I forgot like one or two parts of it, but I'll do my best. He said that if you match the frequency of the life you desire, you cannot help but attract it. This is not philosophy, this is physics. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Match the frequency of the life you desire and you cannot help but attract it. This is not philosophy, this is physics, which means this is facts. This is not faith, this is not a question. There's no question about it. This is literally fact. If you become the person who makes 10K per month, right? Think about it right now. Who is the sort of person who makes 10K per month? Well, that person isn't lazy. That person doesn't procrastinate. That person doesn't watch porn. That person doesn't play video games. That person doesn't even watch these random YouTube videos. That guy knows what he has to do and he does it. And if you don't know what to do, it's because you haven't tried enough. I had to try about 7 different business models or 7 or 8 different business models before my first one I actually started working and I actually started to make, proper good money. And I'm not a millionaire, but decent money, right? So, like, that's just the thing. Is like, I can give you the roadmap, of course, and there will be in the description, there will be my Instagram. You can check it out. I've got some things which I help people with there. But like, the truth is, even if I didn't get help from anyone when I started. I didn't have a mentor until like 4, 5, 6 months in. Yeah, I think it was about 5 months in. So I had no idea what I was doing. But the truth is, I wanted it bad enough. I had enough of the desire. I had enough of the why. My why was strong enough. Which means I tried like 7, 8 different business models before I ever succeeded, before I got close to succeeding. And when I say tried, I don't mean I tried them for one day and then gave up. I tried them for months. That's why it took me like 2 years of my business journey to actually fully figure things out and work out, okay, what do I need to do? And I'm still working it out. So anyway, that's the end of the video. I don't want to waffle too much, but anyone can make 10K per month. It's just about whether or not you're having a strong enough why, enough desire, and whether or not you become the character who makes 10K per month, or whether or not you focus on the goal. If you focus on the goal, you're not going to become the character, which means you're not going to achieve the goal. If you focus on becoming that type of guy, if you focus on becoming that character, the goal is just a byproduct. The goal is guaranteed. So make it impossible for you not to make 10K per month, which means be as productive as possible. Okay, so click the link. You can check out my Instagram. I'll put it in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.